Right now, your phone is probably within arm's reach. You might even be reading this on it, and here's a fun, not at all terrifying thought. It might be listening. Not in a "the KGB is in your teapot" kind of way, but in a far more boring, corporate, and data-hungry manner. We've all had that creepy moment, right? You mention offhandedly that you need a new brand of cat food, and suddenly your social media feed is an endless parade of feline culinary delights. This isn't a coincidence. It's not magic. It's the quiet, persistent hum of artificial intelligence, constantly learning, constantly cataloging, and constantly turning your private life into a public commodity. We have willingly placed tiny, sophisticated spies in our pockets, and they are always on duty. The scary part isn't some grand conspiracy theory. It's the publicly available terms of service we all scrolled past and clicked agree on. Our reality in 2025 is that surveillance is no longer a plot from a dystopian novel. It's a business model. Every camera on every street corner, every smart device in our homes, every digital footprint we leave is a breadcrumb for an AI system designed to do one thing: analyze us. This isn't about catching spies or stopping major crimes. It's about figuring out whether you're more likely to buy the blue sweater or the red one. But the technology that can sell you a sweater can also be used for far more sinister purposes, creating a world where privacy is not just threatened, but is becoming a distant, nostalgic memory. We've sleepwalked into a state of constant, low-grade observation. Think about it. We live in glass houses of our own making, constructed from data points and digital interactions. Every search query, every like, every photo we upload contributes another pane of glass. The AI doesn't just see what we do, it predicts what we are going to do. It builds a profile so detailed it can feel like it knows our desires before we do. The fiction of being watched has been replaced by the mundane reality of being processed. The unblinking eye of AI doesn't belong to a totalitarian dictator. It belongs to a series of algorithms whose only goal is to know you, completely and thoroughly, for profit and for control. This isn't to say you should immediately throw your phone into the nearest river and go live in a cave, though the peace and quiet sound lovely, don't they? The point is that the rules of the game have changed, and most of us don't even know we're playing. The casual conversation about needing new shoes, the route you take to work, the time you usually go to bed, it's all just data. It's harmless until it isn't. It's benign until it's used to make decisions about your credit score, your job application, or even your freedom. Welcome to the new normal, where the walls have ears, the screens have eyes, and your life is an open book read by a machine. Let's take a walk, shall we? A nice, relaxing stroll through a modern city. Except it's not that relaxing when you realize you're the star of a show nobody told you you were cast in. Cities like London are famous for their Ring of Steel, a network of thousands of CCTV cameras. But today, those aren't just dumb cameras recording footage. They are increasingly powered by AI capable of real-time facial recognition. In places like Singapore, advanced surveillance is a feature, not a bug. They've deployed AI-powered cameras on lampposts to detect undesirable social behaviors, which can be anything from smoking in a prohibited area to, well, who decides what's undesirable? It's a system of automated public judgment. This isn't just happening in major global hubs. It's coming to a town near you, if it's not there already. Airports are a prime example. You walk through security, and AI systems are not just scanning your bags. They're scanning your face and even your gait, cross-referencing them against watch lists. Stores are using AI to analyze customer behavior, tracking where you walk, what you look at, and even your facial expressions to gauge your reaction to products. They call it optimizing the customer experience, which is a wonderfully bland way of saying monitoring your every twitch to sell you more stuff. Even our schools are getting in on the act, using AI to monitor hallways for signs of fights or vaping, turning learning environments into miniature surveillance states. The technology behind this is both brilliant and deeply unsettling. AI can analyze body language to predict intent. Is that person loitering with criminal intent or just waiting for a friend? The AI makes a guess. It can read micro-expressions to determine your emotional state. Are you happy, sad, angry, or anxious? An algorithm will tell a marketer or a security guard what it thinks. The problem is these systems are not foolproof. They are notoriously bad at correctly identifying people of color and women, leading to false accusations. And they operate on a simple, terrifying principle. Everyone is a potential suspect, and all behavior is data to be analyzed for deviation from the norm. So while the promise is a safer, more efficient world, the reality is a world of perpetual automated suspicion. The benefits are tangible. AI can genuinely help find a missing child or spot a legitimate threat. But the cost is the erosion of anonymity and the freedom to simply be in public without being catalogued, analyzed, and judged by a machine. We are building a digital panopticon where the watchtower is not just in the center of the prison, but is distributed across every lamppost, every storefront, and every public square. It's a high price to pay for a slightly more efficient shopping trip or a quicker line at the airport. Now, let's talk about the spy you pay for and willingly carry with you, your smartphone. It is, without a doubt, the greatest surveillance device ever invented. It's not just tracking your location, which it does with terrifying precision. It's tracking your habits. The AI in your phone knows when you wake up and when you go to sleep. It knows how fast you drive, the coffee shop you prefer, and the people you meet with most often. Every app you install, every website you visit, every text you send contributes to a massive, ever-growing digital profile of you. A digital ghost that perfectly mirrors your life, your thoughts, and your impulses. This digital ghost is not just a collection of random facts. AI algorithms are designed to connect the dots, creating a psychological model that can be shockingly accurate. It analyzes your social media posts to gauge your emotional state and political leanings. It looks at your online shopping habits to understand your aspirations and insecurities. It even monitors your typing speed and the way you hold your phone to infer your mood. This isn't science fiction. It's the business model of an entire industry. The goal is to create a version of you that is predictable and therefore profitable. Your anxieties, your joys, your late-night cravings, they're all just data points to be fed into the machine. And it doesn't stop with your phone. Look around your home. Do you have a smart speaker? Congratulations, you've bugged your own living room. These devices are designed to listen for a wake word, but numerous reports have shown they can and do record conversations by mistake, sending snippets of your private life to the cloud for analysis by human contractors. Your smart TV is no better. With technology that can track everything you watch, it's building a profile of your entertainment tastes that can be sold to advertisers. We have surrounded ourselves with devices that offer convenience in exchange for a constant stream of intimate data about our lives. The most insidious part is how normal it has all become. We trade intimate details for trivial conveniences without a second thought. We let an app track our location 24/7 just so it can tell us the weather. We let a social media company scan our photos and messages in exchange for a way to see what our high school acquaintances are up to. Each individual transaction seems small and insignificant. But taken together, AI systems are compiling the most comprehensive dossiers on individuals in history. Your digital ghost is a permanent record, and it knows you better and will remember you longer than anyone. So we have this colossal mountain of data, an unimaginably vast digital library containing the habits, emotions, and secrets of billions of people. This brings us to a very simple, very important question. Who owns it? The short answer is, not you. This data is owned by a handful of massive tech corporations. They are the new landlords of the digital age, and our personal information is the land they are mining for immense profit. We are not their customers. We are their product. Our attention and our data are what they sell to their actual customers. Advertisers, data brokers, political campaigns, and anyone else willing to pay for a glimpse into the human soul. The risks here are, to put it mildly, staggering. What happens if this data is stolen? A data breach is no longer just about your credit card number being leaked. It's about your psychological profile, your location history, and your private conversations falling into the hands of criminals or hostile governments. Imagine a world where scammers have a detailed script of your personal fears and desires, tailor-made to manipulate you. Imagine a foreign power having a database of the personal weaknesses of a country's entire population. This isn't fear-mongering. It's the logical extension of the systems we are currently building and feeding every single day. And let's not forget the view from above. As if being watched on the ground wasn't enough, companies are now using AI to analyze satellite imagery with unprecedented detail. They can track deforestation, monitor shipping routes, and yes, even observe patterns of life in populated areas. This has incredible benefits for science and logistics, of course, but it also represents another layer of surveillance, one that is almost impossible to escape. The all-seeing eye is no longer a metaphor. It's a network of satellites with machine learning capabilities, turning the entire surface of the Earth into a dataset to be analyzed. The idea of a truly private, unobserved space is quickly vanishing. Even if the data is never stolen and is used exactly as intended, the potential for misuse is built into the system. Who holds these companies accountable? Their power is immense, and regulation is lagging years behind the technology. We are trusting them to be benevolent guardians of our most intimate information, but their primary responsibility is to their shareholders, not to us. This concentration of data creates a power imbalance that is fundamentally dangerous to a free and open society. When a corporation or a government knows everything about you, your ability to dissent, to be different, or to simply be left alone is critically endangered. Alright, after all that doom and gloom, you'd be forgiven for wanting to move into a lead-lined bunker. But don't despair. You don't have to become a digital hermit to protect yourself. There are simple, practical steps you can take to reclaim a small patch of your privacy. It starts with being mindful. Think of your data as currency. Before you give it away, ask yourself, what am I getting in return, and is it worth it? Does that silly quiz app really need access to your contacts and location? Probably not. It's time to become a stingy, skeptical consumer of technology. Start with a digital cleanup. Go into your phone settings right now, yes, right now, and review the permissions for every single app. You will be shocked at what you find. Turn off location tracking for apps that don't need it. Disable microphone access for social media. Use browsers that block trackers like DuckDuckGo or Brave. Use a password manager to create strong, unique passwords for every account. These are small acts of digital hygiene, but they make a huge difference. They make you a harder, less profitable target for the data-hungry algorithms that are constantly scraping for information. Next, be conscious of what you share. That fun online poll about your favorite movies or your mother's maiden name, it could be a phishing attempt. That smart speaker in your kitchen, you can turn the microphone off with a physical button when you're not using it. Put a piece of tape over your laptop camera. It's not paranoid, it's practical. These devices have been designed to make sharing effortless, so you have to make a conscious effort to resist. Treat your personal information with the same care you would treat your house keys or your wallet. Don't just leave it lying around for anyone to pick up. Ultimately, the most powerful tool we have is awareness. We need to demand more from tech companies and from our lawmakers. We need clear, transparent laws about data ownership and use. We have to support companies that make privacy a core feature of their products. But it all starts with us. We must shake off the digital apathy and recognize that giving away our privacy is not a small price to pay for convenience. It's a fundamental surrender of our freedom and autonomy. So be careful, be critical, and remember, if the service is free, you are the product. And it's about time we stopped being so easy to sell.